Hi, this is Mark from Acromonics. I'm going to show you a quick demonstration of how to set up overview maps on your Rayman control system. This demonstration system was originally developed for the City of Perth, and as such I'm going to focus on the Supreme Court Gardens. If I click on the controller here, you can see that it currently has no overview set up. First thing I need to do is get the image. I can do that as simply as getting an image from Google Earth. I'm going to zoom in on the City of Perth here and find Supreme Court Gardens. Get it to a nice size, and then I can use a tool such as Snipping Tool, which is a standard Windows app, to get a snip of this image. Copy that and paste it into Paint, which is another Windows standard program. Now, importantly, we want to make sure that the dimensions of this image is correct so that it works well with the Rayman system. And this is a little bit wide. We actually want it to be 990 by 586, like this here, 990, 586. So I'm going to use my map here and just move it, select the whole image to start off with, and maybe move it to the side because I want to make it a fair bit thinner. And then I'm going to move my image in, try and get that 990. 989, that's pretty close, it's close enough. By, as I said, 586. Excellent, we've got a nice image there. So now I just save the image. See, previous ones I've done, so this is demo SCG for Supreme Court Gardens as a bitmap. You can see it's 24-bit bitmap. Now I can move back to my control system. Now, to start off with, I'm not logged in, so you won't be able to modify it. First thing I'm going to do is log in. Now, if I'm logged in as a technician, you can see a little screw appears in the corner. Click on this. First option is Irrigation Layout Setup. This allows me to find my image, Demo SCG, the one we just made, and put it in the background. Now I've got the image in the background, I can start modifying and putting valves and irrigation links and stations where I want them to be. First thing I'm going to do is put in the icons. So I'll say that the controller might be up here underneath the trees. I want to put some stations in on this image. I can say that there's 6 stations being viewed. This is the toilet block, which is up here. I'm right clicking and moving the stations around. Now I can also change the direction of the text by right clicking and changing a different option and move the images text around, maybe bottom, whichever way we want them to be. Now if there's any pumps, I can also select the pumps and put an icon on the screen where the pumps are. These pump icons will show up green when the pumps are on. Same with these icons here, show up green when these stations are active. So that's your first irrigation station. Now, if you wanted to, you could also set up a separate one the same way, which has, for example, the ASCONs. Now, if you wanted to put a secondary image, or the other alternatively, it could be a zoomed in section or something, you just use an irrigation link setup. Say we want to link to layout 2. Now I've got a layout 2 link, and I'm going to move this so that it's up and out of the way. But now if I click on that, it gives me a fresh layout. Now there's a couple of stations on here from previous setup, but I can clear those by right clicking. And the layout 1 button is there. If that wasn't there, then I just click on this link to be able to click the layout link button, which allows us to go back and forth between layout 1 and layout 2. Now I can just redo the same sort of process and put in a overview map, maybe one of the other Supreme Court Gardens ones which I did earlier, which is a non-3D version. And I might want to put on some other stations. So now you can see I've got 2 different layouts, and you can have up to 16 different layouts there. If you want to actually name the button, all you have to do is be active in that layout. So this is layout number 2. Click on Layout Setup and change the system on, this is layout 1 I mean, change the layout 1 to any text you want. And now that I've gone in there, you can see that's actually changed the text on that one. And I can change the layout 2 to just 2 or whatever I want to write there. And that changes the text. Now there's also other options. You can see that the color of the text has changed. If you do put an image on the screen, which you have a bit of trouble reading, just due to the image quality or the colors of the actual image, you can come in to this text box and change the colors of the text quite easily as well, just to make it so that it stands out a little bit more. So thank you for watching. That's the simple process for putting overviews on the back of the screen. Now these overviews are essentially pictures, so they can be ASCONs, images ASCONs, images, aerial photos, or any sort of image you want to put on the background, and then you just populate the icons on the screen. Now those icons are interactive, so if I want to click on a icon, now they've got it, I can actually tell that station to start running at any point, and when it's active, it'll come up green. Same with that pump will come up green when it's active. Thank you.